Hey guys, Kickassreaction here, and we are back to continue on with some more Superman, the animated series. So, we've established our kind of status quo, I guess, in the show right now. We've established all of our, main antagonists and, I guess, supporting characters in this one. Obviously, Lex Luthor to be the main rival of Superman throughout the series. Lois Lane to be, I guess, the... not even really, adversary to Superman, because she doesn't seem to mind Superman as much anymore, which is interesting though, because they actually are establishing a bit of a relationship off the bat with Superman and Lois. It's already made public, surprisingly, that Clark is an alien. He is an alien from another planet, and Lois is the one who got the scoop on that. So I'm wondering if, obviously there is attraction involved in this relationship as well, but if we have a case to where she is the, I guess, Mary Jane kinda esque in the new, in the Insomniac games for Superman here, where she will get eventually and every now and then involved in the plot, handle herself in her own way while having Superman deal with the the big machines, big guys, while she does the little stuff. Or potentially could just be a kind of like a Gordon relationship with Batman, where she informs him of all the kind of scoops and whatnot, the inner tree is kind of the illegal action she's not telling to the Daily Planet and whatnot, and they work together in that sense to take down more of Lex's schemes. But I did think it was interesting that, episode 2, Clark right away gave away his entire story, basically, other than his identity, to Lois, which does obviously create an interesting dynamic, since she's ironically a character that is not, does not hate Superman the way you'd think, because typically friends of the persona Clark Kent would usually hate the superhero identity of Superman, but she seems to appreciate both, which leaves us in a very interesting position, I would say. But yeah, as well as that, the fact that we actually have a superhero with living parents, I mean, that's about as strained from the formula as you can get at that point, seriously, he has his parents, not his biological ones, but his adoptive ones are perfectly fine and healthy, so, that already creates a very interesting perspective for Clark anyway, since he's not really in the status quo, and I get it, he's like the original hero, so there was no status quo at that point, but that's still an interesting, position to be in right away, which is pretty cool. But no, I imagine in this set, since we are still in Season 1, very early beginnings, we're probably going to get more episodic stuff right now, possibly introducing more of the rogue gallery of Superman, since I don't know literally any of them, Lex Luthor is one now, Brainiac is another, but I don't know any others, so, we'll probably get some episodic stuff here, we establish more rivalries in Metropolis, and, should be fun, should be interesting stuff. But yeah, let's go on with this. Like I said, I think I said it last time, but very interesting to see how they're going to establish actual threats for Superman, since, other than Kryptonite, I don't think anything affects him in any way, shape, or form. Wasn't really struggling in that final battle last time, so I guess we'll see, But the good news is that Clark got what he wanted, and the people now do not fear Superman anymore as a threat. So, things are looking maybe a little too good for our hero right now, maybe just a little too perfect of a life he has right now, All he needs now is the girl, and he's golden, so let's see if we can fix that. Anyway, guys, let's begin with episode 4. Bugs Bunny. The true hero. Forget Superman. Yep. A lot of this intro's already happened, basically, in just the first 3 episodes. I didn't write that guy's name down. What was it, Larry or something? Something generic. I guess we're fighting a T-Rex at some point, that's pretty cool. Yep. Fun and games, eh? Why not? This is so classic of a superhero kick, honestly. Armed robbery, like, come on. Who hasn't done this a million times before? Like, honestly, if you live in a city with a superhero, just... why even try? You're begging to be put down.
Yeah, we lost them at 3rd and Schuster. They were heading for the warehouse district.
It's so weird how he can balance being Superman and Clark in the day. Like, doesn't he have a full-time job at the Daily Planet? How's he doing this? Is this a toilet break for him?
Who's that? I'm ever so sorry to spoil your nice celebration, but I have a very important message for your boss.
What the hell?
Please tell him the Toyman is calling time out on his little games. And don't be tardy.
The Toyman. Jesus Christ.
Grab Pinocchio before he gets out.
That is genuinely the lamest name I've ever heard. What on earth is that ball made of? What the fuck? What is that ball made of? You just gotta hope it breaks the damn door down.
When's it gonna stop? Don't worry. These walls are solid steel.
Yeah, you can worry now.
We're gonna die.
I'm gonna cave you in, boys. Jesus. Holy crap.
Hey, it stopped. We're safe.
Well, you get to live. So, yeah, kinda. Not inaccurate, but not the full picture either. Hello, Lois. Already see you.
It was Toyman calling time out. Tell Bruno that the Toyman.
What a smash-up.
Odd thing, I heard it was parked at the time.
Where? At a monster truck rally?
Look on the bright side, Spider. At least you look good in silver.
Hey, Miss Lane, excuse me if I don't shake hands.
So what's
Wow.
the lowdown on this Toyman character? I hear he's got it in for your boss, Bruno Mannheim.
Hey, what boss? I happen to be independent agent.
Nice.
You're wasting your time, Dollface. I'll see you in 2 to 5.
Where to now, Miss Lane? The planet?
Honestly,
Actually,
Dollface
I
is a
was
better
thinking
name than
of
the fucking
picking you up.
Toyman. Seriously. That is just the stupidest name I've ever heard. Holy crap.
1, 2, 3. Is this on? And it is my honor to dedicate Mannheim Park to the true heroes of Metropolis, our children.
Sounds good, Mr. Mannheim. We're ready when you are.
Enjoying a leisurely afternoon? Or have you been listening to the police band again?
Nice.
Actually, Perry assigned me the park opening. Why, what's up?
You haven't heard about the Toyman?
I guess that was prime tights time.
Nice try, Smallville, but this one's mine. Mr. Mannheim,
Cool.
Lois Lane, Daily Planet. Any comments on this morning's armored car hijacking?
Why would I have a comment? I'm a legitimate businessman.
Of course. And you have no knowledge of someone calling himself the Toyman?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Honestly.
I'm a respected citizen, and I don't appreciate your little inch.
Who would want to be associated with a name like that, really? Not the food! Not the donuts! No! I mean, they were plain, but still, not the donuts. That's bullshit.
Let's see a page one photo. Uh-oh.
If you live, sure, why not? Get you a page one, no doubt.
You're heading this way.
Wait!
You want to get killed too?
Ironically, he'd give away himself instantly if that hit him. Guys, even graze him at least. Ah, okay. See, like, we didn't have like the lasers for the X-ray vision last time.
What happened?
It was like, yeah, it was invisible prior, which was, I thought was kind of odd.
Looks like it just broke apart.
Get me out of here!
Read it and weep, Ken. It's all here. The attack on the armored car, the attack on Mannheim, and as a finishing touch, a preliminary profile on the perp by a noted police psychiatrist.
Based on what?
He uses toys as weapons. We're talking about a guy with very serious issues. Like the shrink says, an emotionally stunted, amoral narcissist with
Damn.
paranoid delusion.
Damn!
External validation through antisocial behavior.
Holy shit!
That creep made me into a laughing stock. How could you let him get so close?
You wouldn't let us in the park, boss, remember?
You was afraid we'd scare the kids.
He's out there somewhere, the slimy little weasel. Thinks he's gonna make me pay.
Oh, we got a toy gator. No, a little bigger than that. Toy octopus? Oh, much worse. It's a duck!
What are you
Yes!
waiting for? Shoot it!
It's a big ducky.
Shoot it!
God, that's disturbing. Jesus Christ! What the fuck? What is that duck made out of? What did you do to piss this guy off? Seriously?
Get out of here!
Oh my god. Everything this guy makes is a projectile in some way.
How does the saying and go, bubble, bubble, toil and trouble.
Yeah, it's you, Winslow. Same creepy voice. I don't know how you came back from the dead, but it's gonna be a short visit.
Wow.
Ashes, ashes.
That was pretty short.
all fall down.
It's kind of nuts that even his suit is immaculate after that. What on earth is that thing made out of?
Yeah, Mannheim's still missing, Chief.
I love that's great. Manicure your thumb, why don't you?
Dinner's here. Bye.
Look down.
Let it be flowers, please.
Much, much worse.
Hello, I'm Princess Nighty Night.
Time to go night night.
Nighty night.
Yep, that's some Harley level silliness right there. Oh my god, this is really some Harley level silliness. What the fuck? Oh, this was so fucked up.
Oh, Miss Lane. Can you come out and play?
Still haven't heard from her?
Uh-uh. You think something's wrong?
I don't know. First Mannheim's missing, now Lois. If I only knew what the link was between Mannheim and Toyman.
You know, you can cross-index with this system. Like the names Mannheim and Toyman. You mind if I take a shot?
I'm so
Nice.
glad you decided to stay,
All right.
Lane. We're going to have a whole lot
So
of
he's not
fun.
very tech savvy, that makes sense.
Because of those lies you wrote about me in your little paper. This time, I want you to get it right.
Nothing yet.
Try cross-indexing Mannheim with just Toy.
Hey, look at this.
It's a lot older than I assumed.
Toy maker sentenced to 10 years.
It's a very sad story. One most people have forgotten. Once upon a time, there was a kindly man who loved nothing more than making toys. He wanted to build the most wonderful toy factory in all the world, only he had no money to pay for it. And one day a man came along,
Wow.
a very bad man. He offered to pay for the factory under one condition.
The factory became the front for a numbers racket. Although Bruno Mannheim was named as a suspect, he was never indicted. Only the toy maker, Winslow Schott, was convicted.
Sounds like Bruno played him for a patsy.
Basically.
The bad man watched and laughed while the police locked the kindly toy maker in the dungeon forever. Clang!
2-to-1 shots are...
Clang!
I don't think so, Clark. Take a look.
His obituary.
Poor guy. He died before making parole.
Yeah, but he had a survivor.
That's right, Miss Lane. The toy maker had a son, but
Ah.
without his father.
That's...
The poor little boy was bounced from
Damn, that's
foster
actually
home to
tragic.
foster home, like a little toy that nobody wanted.
Damn, so the innocent died and
Terrible thing to
the other became corrupt.
But I'm getting mine back. with a vengeance.
It's definitely a story, for sure.
Now the real fun begins. You're going to play reporter.
Wow.
This time, I want you to take good notes.
You just made the biggest mistake of your life, you miserable little freak. I mean it, Shot. I got friends. They'll find you.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Let's go.
And maybe we can make a deal.
What'd you think was gonna happen, you idiot?
Ah,
No peeking now.
please.
Don't threaten the captor.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious, Miss Lane. Playtime is over. Ready. Aim. Hey!
Nice! There you go. You broke my toys.
You broke my toy!
Now get him in a chokehold.
You spoiled my fun!
Little boys shouldn't play with sharp objects.
Damn.
Who invited you, Superman?
Superman? Superman, is that you?
Don't think I haven't prepared a surprise for you. Here's something you can't break.
Very funny, Toyman.
Oh.
Maybe you should read the warning.
Oh.
Dopito is a lethal biogenic organism. Contact with the skin can prove fatal. It won't stop growing until it asphyxiates
Yeah, but that's human skin.
for children under 3.
Lois, no!
That's
don't
fucking.
touch
That's
it.
actually crazy. God damn.
Back. Find something to hide behind. Hurry!
Alright, so I guess that's one way of kinda stopping him. It still isn't moving. It's not slopping at all. Oh. I actually didn't know he could do that. Alright then. Like I said, not a bad attempt though. Closest we've come to actually slowing him down.
You think you got me, but I still get a free game.
That'll work. If one goes off, this whole goddamn place goes. Honestly, maybe even more than that. With that many bombs, like, well, that should have been a much bigger explosion.
You sure you're okay?
Yeah. He was a sicko, Kent. I can't help feeling sorry for him.
And he got away.
He was a loser. A walking freak show like his old man. This is one funeral I'll skip.
I'm not sure there's going to be a funeral. My people still haven't found the body. However, they did find this.
Oh. Oh. Worse as well, there was no incriminating evidence for that guy, so he's still living another day. Alright then, so. That's, 0 for 2 bad guys that Clark's got. Like, Lex is obviously still out there, obviously. And now we have the Toyman. I can't get over that name. So I do have one thing to say that I'm pretty sure a lot of people disagree with me on this one. But I started noticing it throughout this episode, but I think it's the theme song. I think Clark's theme as Superman is pretty overused at this point, you know. It's very righteous, it's very, you know, it's very hype, but, like, I feel like it's best suited for, like, the end of an episode where he's, you know, defeated the bad guy. It feels very triumphant of the theme song, which, like I said, feels like it should be at the end of the episode where it's you know, when the bad guy's been done and Superman's doing his big thing. But they use it pretty much every time he appears on screen, and I feel like it's going to get very old very quickly at that point. You know, because a good theme song can be great if used in appropriate moments, but, you know, having the da-da-da, da-da-da literally every time he shows up as Superman, I feel like that is going to get kind of grating at some point. So, that's just something I was feeling throughout the episodes, that I feel like it was playing at parts that really didn't warrant it. You know, like, just Clark flying over the city, like, you don't really need it at that point, you know. But that's just something I personally feel like, you know, in a big battle scene when he's, you know, defeating the enemy, that's one thing, that's good, that's a good use of it. But every time, and it's like, oh my god, this is just so overused. But, you know, that's just my thing. I guess I'll have to get used to that, but, yeah. God, this was, like, this was such a silly one, holy crap, the Toyman. That felt like a Batman guy, honestly. He's gone up against some really silly villains, you know, and this felt like something right out of Batman's Rogue Gallery. But, no, like we said, interesting stuff, you know, the idea of making genuine threatening, like, military-grade, you know, weapons out of toys is pretty funny. Very tragic ending, though, I will say. The fact that the original Toyman actually did die, and this wasn't him looking out for revenge, but his son, definitely gets some sympathy points, and you definitely, you know, get the point of him. So, like, even Lois, the captive, had to, you know, feel bad about him, because that was really shitty, and unfortunately, this is another, like, bad guy, you know, we got, like, our drug, like, armed robbery weapons guy actually got away, you know, because he's another suit guy with a big reputation on the, you know, publicly, and just kind of a dirty kingpin on the outside, on the inside, so unfortunately, another bad guy that Clark couldn't really put away this time. But it was interesting stuff nonetheless, and obviously now the toy guy is out. I mean, honestly, anyone that, you know, of note that Clark captures is going to be put away, is going to break out at some point, because that's just the status quo for hero stuff. But it was interesting, you know, so definitely another character they want you to keep in mind for the future, because he is going to come back in some capacity. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting. And like I said, I do like how we do have an interesting balance of Lois being a part of the villain's, like, plotline prior to Superman actually showing up and actually taking action against the villains, you know, like, not too much, but the fact that she even tried to stop the execution on her own in this was, honestly, big progress for what usually happens in these kind of shows, so big props for that. Like I said, I am really liking Lois so far. I think, actually, she is my favourite character right now at this point. I do like how she has a lot of sass to her, and even to the point to where even, like, the villains, like, the people that get locked up seem to have somewhat respect for her, which is pretty funny. But, yeah, fun stuff, like I said. Very interesting, you know, artistically, that was funny. Thematically, very tragic, you know. But I do like the cosmetic idea of, like, the children's toys, classic shit, just being the weapons. That's fun. That's pretty fun. Man, you want to cross over this guy with, like, Baby Doll? Holy crap, that would be a match made in heaven, actually. I feel like there's someone else in that Rogue Gallery of Batman that would fit well with this guy, but... Oh, the Mad Hatter. The Mad Hatter would do great with this guy as well. But, yeah, funny stuff. Anyway, let's continue on. Again, threats for the people the villain want to take out, not so much for Superman himself. He is still just riding this train along incredibly. And I actually didn't know he could do, like, the tornado things. That's pretty cool. We just pile in on abilities with this guy. Super speed, so many practical uses for it. Alright then. Let's go on with episode 5. I was going to say 6. My Girl. The implications of that are boundless. My god. These outfits are so simple compared to today.
Look at that. The only thing holding that dress up is faith.
Oh no, for some reason I just realized Lois has purple colored eyes.
There's the paparazzi walls trying to get a scent of Lex's latest lady friend. Not that I read the gossip columns or anything, but I hear they're quite an item. Maybe I should warn her about him. Nah.
Please, it's probably just for money anyway.
Trendy fashion designer LL.
LL? Lana Lang?
Wow. We have another LL, it's kind of crazy. Ah, Lana! Okay, okay. I remember her name now, but I didn't memorize it yet. Alright, so we got, Clark's old flame, I think. Childhood friend at the very least.
What's Lana doing with a guy like Luthor?
You know her?
We used to date.
Get out.
Okay, that wasn't clear.
She's certainly come
But
up
they
with
did
one.
grow up together, I believe she said.
From Smallville, I mean.
Nice. Alright, so maybe she will be important in the show. Nice, I was hoping for that. And she became a brunette for some reason.
Darling, save me some dessert.
He knows why he's with her. Not even trying to hide that.
Mr. Elam, make me happy.
The buyers are definitely interested in the merchandise, but they're insisting on a demonstration.
Fine. Arrange it.
Finished. You look fabulous. Now go out there and wow the crowd.
You're welcome. Manners, girls.
We like your dress. Thank you. And we'd like it now. Hey! What do you think you're doing?
Oof.
Put me down! Put me down!
Not the most discreet thing, but why not?
Lana?
Let me go, you fashion-disabled Amazon!
Jesus!
Keep your mouth shut, Missy. We got a room where you're gonna slip into something less expensive. Look out!
Well, at least they're letting her go. That's something, I guess.
Maybe you ladies haven't heard about me.
Again,
Yeah, we heard.
what is that suit made of?
You like to save people.
If that's all they wanted, why didn't they just do that at the start? Oh my god.
I imagine you hear this a lot, but thanks.
Hold on.
So another girl that's gonna fall for our, righteous crusader? Holy shit. For there to be a hole in the glass, that's actually quite a risk, Clark.
Red, blue, yellow.
And she knows who it is.
Primary, but it works in a superhero-ish kind of way. Let me guess. Martha sewed it for you.
Wow.
What?
By the way, Clark.
You literally told her about your powers. Like, come on, bro. There is no way you didn't think she'd know.
Lana, are you alright?
I'm fine, Lex.
Did he forget the backstory?
You know, this is the first time I've actually been happy that alien showed up.
Nice.
Me too.
Nice. Like I said, the dynamic is so good because it's, I guess, a love interest that knows from the start. That's so cool.
Just because I'm gorgeous doesn't mean I'm stupid. I saw you do all those amazing things back in high school, then Superman shows up in Metropolis the same time as you do?
Yeah.
How do you know when I showed up in Metropolis?
I've been
Besides, she's known you for years. The glasses, like, they're not a good disguise for you.
I've come to warn you.
About Lex, I know everyone has. Powerful men get those kinds of reputations. And I like powerful men.
Wow.
Lana, this is no joke. That man Luthor was speaking with tonight, he's a known arms dealer, responsible for the deaths of thousands of people.
And you think Lex is buying weapons through him?
No, selling. I think Luthor's got a stockpile somewhere he's trying to unload.
Well, you're wrong. Besides, I know how to handle Lex. I know how to handle most men, in fact. It's only Clark Kent I've ever had any trouble pinning down.
Wow.
For me, Lana, just be careful.
For you, Clark, anything.
Oh my god, this girl. So seductive. Pretty cool. She's out already?
I just want to know what Superman was doing in your apartment last night.
And I want to know what business you have spying on me. Are you jealous?
Yes.
Let's just say I'm curious.
He wanted to be sure I was all right, and to warn me about you. He said you were a bad boy.
Wow.
And what did you say?
You can handle... She is such a flirt. Oh my god, this girl is... It works! Oh my god. This girl is so seductive. It's actually crazy. And, you know, she's hotter than Selena, so I mean, that's a plus too. Let's go, girl.
The merchandise is ready to ship. As soon as the client agrees to the terms, the deal will go through.
Yep.
We've arranged for a demonstration. I think they'll be impressed.
Where?
Down by the old Carter Mill. 1 o'clock.
I'm telling you, she heard everything. Maybe I should take her for a nice little ride.
No!
But she was listening.
Of course she was listening. A woman like that is going to be curious about things, especially me.
Oh.
Anyway, what does it matter? She couldn't possibly have understood what it meant.
Hello? Clark, it's Lana. You were right. And the deal's going down today.
The rifle shoots a microwave beam, exciting electrons to their highest state.
Nothing's happening.
Wait.
Cool.
I'm gonna like this gun.
Bit of a delayed reaction, but why not? Guys, they're not toys. You wanna start a fire in the fucking forest?
I think it's deer season.
Nice.
Sorry.
Just to confirm, that's no threat to him either.
I should warn you, it's been done.
Yep. Okay, that's smart. Can't beat him, distract him. Really? A train is where you struggle? Alright, now just weld that together. We can go about our day.
The terrorists are keeping their mouths shut, but those weapons had Luthor written all over them. I just wish I knew where he was keeping them stockpiled.
Don't forget, you still have me.
Oh no, I don't. It's too dangerous.
But
Sure.
we make such a perfect team.
No,
I could be your trusty sidekick, your Dr. Watson, your Batgirl.
definitely no.
Okay, Batgirl's
I still have feelings for you.
a thing, I guess, now too. What's the timeline on this?
Don't pretend you didn't feel something too. Let me prove to you how good we could be together.
Lana, I don't...
What? I mean, they tried it once and it didn't work out, so we'll see.
I've seen enough.
Yeah, of course. Also, like, they're hell-bent on just switching her hair up. Is she meant to have brown hair or be a redhead? Which one is it, guys? Even right now, in the daylight, she has brown hair. What do you want?
I'm glad you could finally make time for me, Lana. I was beginning to think you were trying to avoid me.
You're not getting rid of me, Lex Luthor. I'm sticking to you like glue.
Then I'll see you tonight for dinner. Mercy will pick you up at 7.
It's Elin.
Yes.
There's a problem.
I don't care. I want you in Central City waiting. The client expects the shipment to be ready tonight.
And there'd better not be any surprise visitors this time.
Oof. Nice car.
Hello?
Clark, I've been trying to reach you all day. Listen, the reason you haven't been
Oh,
able to
that's
find
actually cool.
merchandise in Metropolis
Brown
is
and red hair in the
because
reflection.
Metropolis
I actually like
is in
that.
Central
That's a
City.
cool effect.
Our friend has a factory there.
How do you know this?
I overheard him. Oh, Clark, this is how it could be forever. Me ferreting out crooks, you catching them.
Lana, I told you I didn't want you spying on Lex anymore.
I wasn't spying. I was sitting right next to him.
Lana,
Is she gonna go down the Batgirl route, actually?
Gotta run.
Because Barbara just did it on a whim, like, outside of Batman's approval. Is she gonna do the same thing?
Lana, wait.
Get some tights, a nice costume, and just do her own hero gig? I'd be down for that. Be a cool way of keeping her in the show. Definitely not a girl afraid to get into a bit of danger. That's the same with Lois, to be fair. Alright, sorry about that. We are back, so let's go.
Sorry I'm late. Where's Mercy?
Sorry. No mercy tonight.
Nice. Nice. Nice play on the name. Well, either this scares her straight or this makes her even hungrier for adventure.
Your dinner reservations.
Get out.
Get out!
Damn, he really liked her. Oh, that's a horrible way to go. Holy shit. Okay.
Let me go, you maniac!
Definitely a bad way to go.
That won't do you any good, Ms. Lang. Nobody's here. The factory is fully automated because of the lead fumes. In fact, there's so much lead residue on the walls, I doubt Superman could see through them, even if he weren't in Central City.
You called?
You're right, Elin. I couldn't see you, but my hearing's pretty good.
Ah, get fucked. Well, that's one potential way of stopping him. Damn, even the suit's got not a single scratch on it. Or a stain.
What are you doing here? I thought you'd be in Central City.
You overheard too much. It was too easy. I knew Central City had to be a setup, so I followed you.
Come on, man. You had such a clean shot. Now you gave away your location.
Hurry. You'll be safe in here.
Ooh, fun.
He calls this safe?
Oh my god. Not quite as observant as the old bat, but hey, it works out in the end. Dude. He's invulnerable to your fucking gun. What makes you think that's gonna work? Okay, admittedly, it's a bit of a struggle, but even still, nothing too bad. I mean, hell, even Spider-Man can lift that. Idiot! I mean, you did it to yourself, man. You did it to yourself. Indeed. So that shit's boiling, but even though it's on him, you're not in pain. Alright. That guy's dead, though. I jinxed it. Why did I jinx it?
Lana, going somewhere?
Only to Paris for the unveiling of the spring line.
Damn.
My strengths are in fashion, not crime fighting.
Lana,
Aww.
you know I really care about you. You're like...
Clark Kent, I swear, if you say I'm like a sister to you, I'm going back to Lex.
Nice.
But I know you'll find that special person someday.
So will you. You deserve it.
I think he's
Someone
found her.
quiet,
Well,
understanding,
kinda.
patient.
Hey, Smallville! Get your tail in here. Perry's got
Basically the opposite of what you just said.
If you ever change your mind about me, feel free to fly on up anytime.
Kent!
Coming.
One day. One day. That was really fun though. Like I said, I did want to see more of Lana from the beginning because, you know, she's one of the characters that knows of Superman, and so it's or knows of Clark's identity as Superman, and that's a very interesting dynamic to have in a show where, you know, typically at the beginning of the of things, like, it takes a long time for people to actually discover Superman, or, you know, just heroes in general as, you know, their identities. Like, Batman obviously has said Alfred, and although he didn't show up for a very long time, Robin knew of him as well. So it's fun to have those dynamics where, you know, characters who do know the identity are, you know, a little cocky to be fair, you know, a little unprepared for the actual danger that comes with being a crime fighter. And, you know, it felt like that was pretty evident in this episode with Lana. She felt like, you know, a little bit of an adrenaline junkie at this point, where she was actually quite excited to get into the superhero gig just for helping Clark out. But I'm curious, you know, because obviously we're not done with Lana, but I'm curious what her role would be in more appearances of her, you know, like maybe some stuff with Lois Lane, another LL, which is pretty funny. But yeah, I haven't really thought of the idea of like a secondary hero in the Superman series. You know, I don't know of any like sidekicks, any Batgirls, any, you know, any Catwomen. Like, is there anyone in this series, or just this character's franchise in general, where there are either super or non-supers who actually try to follow in, you know, Clark's steed? Because obviously, like, part of the inspiration, I think, for Barbara becoming Batgirl was the fact that it could be done. Like, Batman is a hero without powers, and proved that a job that dangerous could be done with the right training and the right mindset and the right equipment. But obviously in Metropolis it's a lot different, considering that Superman is a superhero. He has powers. He's basically invulnerable, you know, so is there any inspiration from others to try and follow in those footsteps when he pretty much at the end of the day almost always breezes through his complications and his enemies, because, you know, there's very little or literally nothing on Earth that we know of that can actually hurt the guy. So I'm really curious about that. And obviously when you actually know the identity, I guess it does make that situation a little more complicated, because there is the possibility of it happening. But I'm not sure. Will there be a Supergirl or a Superwoman in this series? I don't know. I don't actually know. Definitely not a role I would think Lois fits at all. She is perfectly good as she is, because she is, you know, quite capable as she is. But Lana, not sure. Like, again, this did deter her from that path, but I'm not sure what her actual, like, what her purpose would be in reoccurring appearances, you know, because right now she is just kind of the you know, like the other love interest for Clark. You know, they even dated at one point before, but it's pretty obvious at this point that Clark is not interested in her in that way. But we'll see. We will see. It was fun, and like I said, the fact that it was a second appearance of Luthor was pretty funny. The girl going for both the villain and the hero was pretty it's pretty classic to do that, but it was amusing nonetheless to actually see. And I'm curious just, you know, how far that could go in the future if Lana does make a secondary appearance. But either way, a lot of fun stuff. I do appreciate they brought her back, because that would have been an underlying question, you know, since the second episode is what with Lana, you know, what's up with Lana. But no, fun stuff. But guys, I'm going to do my cut since we are halfway through the video, and when I come back in a second, we'll continue on and hopefully do the other two. So, see you in a moment. Alright guys, we are back, so let's do episode 6.
As you know, recent cutbacks
Luthor
have forced
again.
the city to close the doors to many of its own museums, which is why the Lex Luthor Museum of Natural History is such a boon to the city's populace.
And a boost to Lex's popularity.
Cool.
In anticipation of tomorrow's grand opening, I felt that you, the elite of the
New
Metropolis
coat, Lana?
press, might enjoy a sneak preview of the city's new
State-of-the-art
state-of-the-art exhibit.
Lois Lane. God.
The priceless artifacts are displayed
Don't believe you're
in
messing
open
that up.
cases, protected by electronic surveillance and an impregnable automated security system.
The T-Rex has finally made itself known.
Did you hear that?
Just typical Luther Blarney.
And now, I will be happy to answer any questions regarding the museum and its displays.
Bro.
How do you respond to charges
It's a
that the museum
T-Rex.
is really just a large tax shelter for LexCorp?
Wow.
Let's see him get out of... Kent?
That's a lovely diamond.
You never listen.
Honestly. Well, that was simple.
Good for him, Nito.
I'd say 5 to 10, with time off for good behavior.
Wow.
I hope you're planning on cleaning up this mess.
Jesus Christ, love he's on his tippy toes too.
All day, or you.
Oh, there's Kryptonite there.
You know, you don't look so hot. Maybe we should help him.
Sure.
Wow.
We'll send him some chicken soup. Come on.
Damn, okay. Didn't seem like a bad guy if he was willing to help the guy who was going to arrest him. Maybe you'll get some mercy later.
Follow me.
Lex Luthor.
And this is going to make Superman look like the robber.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Lex Luthor Museum of...
Thieves. 2. Stole the jewels. I try.
Get a security crew down here now.
I thought I could stop them.
Well, next time you see one of my museums being robbed, call someone who can do something about it.
Dude.
Like the police.
If he failed, you should be shitting yourself.
I'm sorry.
Alright, I guess he's not going to be convicted or anything. Not a misunderstanding.
Nito and Sam Corrali. See that they're dealt with.
Check.
Wait.
Yep.
Go back. Interesting.
So there's
As soon
Kryptonite
as he
there.
gets near the rocks in that display case, he gets all wobbly and weak.
So weak that he let a couple of small-timers get away.
And every one of those rocks belongs to me.
Oh dear
And
me.
here we have some fine
And their
examples of
value
the
just
crockery and dinnerware of
quintupled.
the ancient Babylonians. Their practice of fabricating utensils out of soft metal alloys proved to be their undoing, as the entire civilization was destroyed by systemic metallic poisoning.
Nothing's happening.
You were expecting them to dance for you?
Nice.
I like the stuff they had in there before.
Before?
Yesterday. They came in this morning and changed the whole display around.
Well, there you
The
go.
other media samples were ordinary carbon-based elements, but this, its composition materials are not even on the periodic table.
Alright then,
We
Kryptonite.
believe
Let's
it
go.
originated in an alien solar system with properties totally divergent from our own.
We'll need to test it out on Superman himself. See that it's in my office within the hour.
I don't think you realize what you have here.
On the contrary, I know exactly what I have here. The very tool I need to completely control and humiliate Superman.
But surely the rock would be more valuable to mankind.
You work for me, Peterson.
Later.
Don't forget that. There shouldn't be an opinion in your head that I haven't put there.
If the guy, you know, once we kill the Superman, you know, we can worry about humanity later.
2 points. 2.
Does Perry know you're playing basketball on his time?
It helps me think. Why didn't he nab those 2 museum thieves? It doesn't make sense.
Who?
Who? Superman. Free throw.
And where did
3-point
you
play.
go during that
By the
time
way,
that he showed
where'd
up?
you run off to yesterday? Yeah.
Ms. Lane? It's Professor Peterson.
So, what do you got for me this time, Professor?
Something extraordinary, Ms. Lane. Quite literally extraordinary.
Yep.
Depressing, huh? I like to stay in shape. Wanna feel?
Feel what?
Damn.
I don't think she's interested.
Sure she is. Aren't you, baby?
You were saying?
Don't call me baby.
Yeah, well... Like I told your people over the phone, I don't do Metropolis. Not since the blue guy showed up.
This job needs someone with your technical expertise.
I pull this heist of yours, it's a sure bet I'll get caught.
You don't understand. That's exactly what I want.
Oh. Here we go then. You're the bait, my guy.
Be with you in a second, sir.
Be with you next.
Good catch. So what'll it be?
I'd like the turkey meatloaf, baked potato, no butter, no soup.
Hey,
salad,
hey, 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 hey!
Side, give the whole thing legs.
How dare you?
Sorry, Kent, I'm in a hurry. Say, you don't look so hot.
I'm fine. What's the rush?
Damn, she's got kryptonite on her.
Take a look at this.
Yep.
Careful!
I'm sorry. Just clumsy, I guess. What is it?
Kryptonite.
Lex Lab's got a hold of some kind of meteor that seems to have the ability to drain Superman's powers. This is just a small sliver. You sure
And
you're not
that
capturing
much
something?
is getting him down.
Really?
I'm taking this piece over to Star Labs to let them have a look at it.
Wow.
I'll let you know what they say.
Bro just wanted to
The
enjoy his
gentleman
lunch.
would like a large orange juice, chicken soup, and tea with lemon. You gotta take care of yourself, Smallville.
Nice.
Yeah, you really don't look so good.
We making bullets out of it?
Transfer of the Treasury plates to the Metropolis District Office is official. The plates are yours, Commissioner Jones.
I'll take those plates now, Commissioner Jones. Now, I'd like you all to drop your weapons and kick them over here. Oh, you don't want to make trouble for me, Commissioner.
Fair?
You'll never get away with this. By now, they've shut down all the exits and entrances, the stairs, the elevators. There's no way down off this roof.
How about up? He's coming.
You really think this will work?
He's past checkpoint 1. Heading due north.
Love it, bro. It's just like, such an easy, simple day. Like, come on, at least burn the clothing off. That's still quite dangerous.
Checkpoint number 2.
Nice. Gift wrapped.
Checkpoint 3.
Coming.
Good. Now just remember what I told you.
Oh, nice.
I guess I've flown myself into a corner. Okay, you win. I give up.
That's right. Make him come to you.
Like a moth to the flame.
Oh, what's the matter? Don't you want it? Here! Gee, I'm sorry. Here, let me help you. Hey, I guess all that time in the gym is paying off.
Now imagine that. Better not kick him too far out, or, you know, his power will come back.
Maybe I'd rather just finish him off right here.
Yeah, you idiot! Like, he's away from the Kryptonite now, you fool!
Mercy, get the rock, fast.
So,
Hey, this guy!
That's right, put Star Labs on 24-hour surveillance. I want to know everyone who goes in or out. My spies tell me that Hamilton has a piece of my rock. I'd like to know who gave it to him.
I'm on it.
If you'll excuse us.
It's talking time, Lex.
Actually, I'm glad you came. I have a deal to offer you.
I'm listening.
As long as I have the rock, you can't stop me. But it is bothersome to have you always trying. So, the deal is this. You leave me and my operations alone, and I and my little green rock will leave you alone.
Oof.
I don't make deals with criminals.
I control everything in this town, Superman.
He's got you under his thumb, my man.
Really necessary. The offer was merely a courtesy.
You will never control me, Luthor. Never.
Well.
Well then.
Sure you don't want to rethink that?
Yes, I'll have to kill you.
That works. Bro's so cartoonishly evil. It's like, yeah. Gotta get my shit-eating green practice in as well.
Yeah. Interesting.
My
Oh, that's
contact
weird.
at Lex Labs thinks it isn't even from this solar system.
Incredible. What? Oh. Well, that certainly would be in keeping with my theory.
Which is what exactly, Professor?
The fact that your body chemistry absorbs the radiation so readily leads me to believe you share with it a point of origin.
You mean it came from Krypton?
Yeah.
More than likely it is Krypton, or rather a small piece of it. Kryptonite, if you will.
Kryptonite, there we go.
Could have been created by the energy released in the cataclysmic explosion which destroyed your planet. There is one bit of potentially helpful data.
Well, that sucks.
Its
Your homeland is your
radiation can be
weakness.
shielded by element atomic number 82.
Lead.
Lead.
Of course.
So just wear a lead suit and you're good.
Miss Lane.
GG.
It's Peterson. Listen closely. Lex Labs is developing a synthetic version of the green rock. It's imperative I get this information to Superman immediately.
Yes, of course. Where should we meet?
The museum. Come in through the alley entrance.
But the security system.
I designed...
I love how smug she looks right now.
I know how to bypass it. The door will be open between 9:05
No problem.
and 9:06. Make sure you're not followed.
Very convincing. You're certain he's there?
Our man saw him go in 2 minutes after the Lane woman.
Excellent. Superman will now insist on accompanying her to the museum. Ah, Professor. Mercy will see you safely home now. Won't you, my dear?
Please, no. I mean, I can see myself home. Really.
But I insist. Metropolis can be such a dangerous city.
Oof.
I'd hate to wake up tomorrow and find out that something terrible had happened to you.
Terrifying and hot at the same time. I don't know, man. I'm not sure if you're lucky or not at this point.
He said the back alley between... Right on time.
Yee.
Wait. Let me check it out. I don't see anyone. Lois?
Professor? Professor Peterson?
Now, what's the deal with the T-Rex, honestly? Ah, it's a robot.
kryptonite.
You want it? Come get it. Please.
Lois, get the kryptonite out of here.
Not gonna happen. Definitely a creative way to take him out, though.
Two annoyances.
Oh my god, he's literally joysticking it. That's actually beautiful.
Only we had some lead.
Entire civilization was destroyed by systemic metallic poisoning.
The cups. They're made of lead.
And electrical. Is this it for our dear Lane? Oh my god, really? All that practice really led her to this moment in life?
Lane squares off.
Bit heavier than a basketball, but why not?
She shoots. 2 points.
Is that an automatic GG? Okay, not quite. Nice. Gotta say, it's a sweet toy though. Might as well fix that thing up later. And now the rock is his.
Lois, thank you. You saved my life.
I suppose I did.
I owe you one.
I suppose you
I'd
do.
say an exclusive interview would
Oof.
just about even us out.
Alright then.
All right.
What else could she
Under one
possibly
condition.
want? Well, there's a lot more, but still.
You don't print anything about the kryptonite.
No! Bro, are they gonna find more?
No, green. It has to be green.
Okay. Well, they chose to do that, so you know it's coming back at some point. They chose to show off some more of that lovely green moon magic. It's much further out than the moon, but you get what I mean. Alright, so, obviously the kryptonite was going to come up at some point. I thought Brainiac was going to be the one to bring that up, but I guess not. Interestingly though, that's actually... I didn't know the origin of kryptonite, how it's just part of the planet that actually blew up, so unfortunately... Bro's own home planet is actually his own weakness now, which is pretty fucked up. But, yeah. I like the idea of kryptonite at this point, because obviously, while Superman is, you know, a great hero, he can get obviously, sloppy. And that is because he hasn't actually had an actual challenge at this point, you know. It doesn't matter how powerful you are, how great you are, you know. If you have no challenge to conquer, you don't really evolve as a hero or a person, you know. And that's one of the things that makes Bruce... one of the best heroes, is that he went from 0 to, you know, 100, and that is why I imagine he probably would beat Superman in a battle if he actually had even the smallest ounce of kryptonite. He'd find a way to utilize it. But at this point, obviously, the other episodes so far in the show have been a complete cakewalk for Bruce in every way, with the Clark in every way, with the only like issue being that there's someone there to protect, you know. So this was an interesting one to where it actually showed what would happen if he actually had a struggle to deal with in the show. And the only other problem is that, you know, you can't use kryptonite too often, otherwise it becomes a neutered mechanic, especially with what it actually does to Clark. You know, it'd be one thing if it just took his powers away and he had to learn to fight on occasions without his powers, you know, which could actually lead him to be a little bit like Superman, to Batman, to like train, learn, you know, martial art moves with his powers in conjunction with or without them. But the fact that it just completely like drains him entirely of like just strength in general does add a different layer to it and makes it just, you know, you kind of got to be careful with how much you use Kryptonite if that is how, you know, toxic it is to Superman. So I'm curious if there is any other ways to actually invent challenges for Superman to overcome without the use of Kryptonite, you know, because, well, it is a good, you know, it is a good counter to him. I feel like the repercussions of it are a little too severe to actually, you know, use it too often, but you know, it's like, it's a pretty big imbalance you have with Superman at this point without his one and only weakness. So I'll see if there are any, you know, we'll see if there are any other ways of actually stopping him without the Kryptonite, because I would hope so. Otherwise, again, this show's going to be pretty much a cakewalk for the guy. But no, they tease there being more Kryptonite, and if I had to guess, that will be in the season finale, which I believe is episode 16. I think I said it was 20 last time. I didn't actually look at the episode count of the show, so I thought it was like 20, 20, and 20. It's a little under 60, so, you know, we'll get there a little sooner than what I initially thought. But yeah, like I said, interesting stuff. Obviously, Lex Luthor would be the one to own the Kryptonite, which is pretty funny, and I'm curious just what we're going to do moving forward now without the use of Kryptonite to actually conquer challenges for Superman to overcome. But yeah, good stuff right now. I do hope as well that Lois does end up finding out who Superman is on her own merit instead of it being a, you know, a big accident at some point. You know, like she finds him changing, you know, outside of the Clark Kent persona into Superman. It feels like she is one of those characters that is smart enough to get the scoop of the story that she would end up finding out without Clark directly, you know, telling her. Which I do hope does come to fruition because, you know, it's the kind of character they're trying to build, Lois up as, and like I said, I really do like her, so I'm curious what we'll actually get from that going forward. And we are back. So I ended up getting stopped there, and that was the end of the time I could record yesterday. But yeah, we're just gonna move on to the next episode, episode 7 right now. You know, so I think majority of what I wanted to say in the last one. Kryptonite, will it be overused in this show? We'll find out. We'll see. But anyway, episode 7. Let's go. Boom. I feel like we've seen almost everything in this intro now. I know I keep saying that, but yeah, I really think now we've seen about everything. Yep. We already know the status quo. We're already very, very familiar with it at this point. Like, yeah. Every shot of Lois is hot, you know what I mean? All of that. Jimmy. I believe that's his name. And now I know the T-Rex. Oh yeah. Okay, that guy's new. As is this. So yeah, it's like 2 shots, I think, now. And that's it. The Way of All Flesh. Creepy.
Ready for your dinner, Mr. Corbin?
Bring it in, Ralph.
Why would a guard get that far into a cell?
Perfect. Yes?
Mr. Corbin, I hope you don't mind me asking, but after all these months, I just gotta know. How do you rate all this?
Ralph, the trick is to never underestimate the value of a good friend.
Ah, I see. That's why.
Keep your mouth shut.
Oh, you having those pains again?
It'll pass. Always does. You can go.
Maybe it's all that rich food.
Fair enough then. So we're on like the rich aisle of the jail cell. Oh crap.
You're out of your mind. I'm too young. I exercise. I take supplements.
It's a virus, Mr. Corbin. None of that matters.
Crap.
There's got to be some medicine.
It's a very rare disease.
It always is with the billionaires or whatever.
An alternative treatment?
What kind of treatment?
For now, you'll just have to trust me. And a certain good friend.
Wait a minute. You know my...
Relax, Mr. Corbin.
What?
And conserve your strength. You'll be needing it.
Alright. The way of all flesh. This guy becoming a cyborg or some shit?
On your right!
Slowpoke.
Bitch. Well, I think it's time for our prison riot. As is the way of every hero show eventually.
No, but who cares? Let's get off this rock.
I mean, if you can swim that far, man, then by all means, you kind of deserve to leave, to be honest.
Some kind of parole, huh?
Can't steer.
One-way trip, boys!
They're all yours.
Can't blame them, though. Oh my god, they're actually that daring.
Mind if I borrow something?
Don't quit.
Not in a position to say no, bro. Take it all. Okay, that's cool. Still got the wall issue, though. Never mind. And he left while there was still a hole there.
You did it, Doc. The smell of freedom. Never thought I'd see the day.
Come on, we have to hurry.
No one's been more loyal to me than you,
Oh
John.
my god.
You could have implicated me in the Lexosuit affair, but you didn't. And for that, I'm going to reward you.
This sure doesn't feel like a reward, Luthor.
It's the only way to save your life. You have to do it. Don't worry.
Fair
You'll
enough.
look exactly as you do now.
But I'll be metal on the inside.
Better than metal. Metallo. A virtually indestructible alloy.
Metallo, huh?
The source of your power.
Wait, what? He's already got it back?
Superman's destruction.
Jesus Christ, that was fast.
After what he did to you.
What do I have to
I thought we'd wait like maybe a little bit of time. But why not? Oh my god, just full on brain transfer. That's nuts.
And thanks to Superman, all but one of the inmates were back in their cells within an hour of the attack. As yet unaccounted for is John Corbin, a mercenary who police describe as extremely dangerous. Several months ago, Corbin stole a high-tech Lexosuit and battled Superman to a virtual standstill.
It's crazy to see him back so soon.
Investigating connections between the missile attack and Corbin's escape.
What I'd like to know is who has access to air-to-surface missiles.
These days, just about anyone.
Well, one way or another, Corbin won't be free for long.
How's that?
Corbin's medical records. I have a friend at Strikers.
Yeah, he's gonna be out very soon, my guy.
Roscoe's retrovirus?
Uh-huh. 100% fatal.
But the only place it's native to is some little island off South America.
Kent, Corbin was a mercenary and a fugitive from at least 5 countries. That's a recipe for a frequent flyer, if I ever heard one.
Well,
how do you
shit.
feel?
Great. Better than I have in weeks.
Well, like,
Shall we test out that
you actually
theory?
feel, which is kind of crazy, though.
Hit that, please. Impressive.
Nice.
Wasn't even trying.
Better.
Satisfied?
Now, if you'll please stand still.
Hey, wait a minute!
Nice, even the skin.
Your skin is also made from Metallo.
But I can't feel anything. It's like I'm controlling my hands from outside my body.
Yeah.
Well, some adjustments need to be made, that's all. But first, you have a job to do.
Superman?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, in a fight, if you can't feel,
I have a luncheon to attend, but I
can't
expect to
exactly,
hear the tragic news about him just
can't feel the
before
pain of the
dessert.
battle.
Dessert? I haven't had anything to eat or drink since the operation. Haven't wanted anything.
The only hunger you should have is for power, my friend. The only thirst for revenge.
Wow. Alright. So already we're going into the consequences of this. Very surprising though, that he actually cares about that. It's interesting to see.
Roses. Would you like a rose?
No thanks.
They smell wonderful, see?
I cannot
I
smell.
don't smell anything.
But they're very fragrant.
Get away.
What a dick.
He's on the track.
Get off of there, you jerk!
That'll get his attention. Jesus Christ.
Last stop, everyone! Last stop!
Whoever he is, he appears to have strength like Superman's, and bullets have no effect on him. Do we have another alien in our midst?
Not
The attack
quite.
began minutes ago when the man single-handedly derailed an eastbound L train. Police are still trying to identify him.
Corbin?
He was just on the news that day. Like, bro, how do you not know him? Nice.
How did you do it, Corbin? A drug? Some kind of operation?
Elective surgery. Jealous?
Not likely.
Bro, really?
You're going.
I'm flesh bone and I can eat and feel. Why would I be jealous? Not to mention flight.
Strong as you are now.
Nothing.
Almost.
No reason to be jealous when you can fly.
What's the matter, Guy? You're looking a little green at the gills.
Definitely complicates
You are
things.
jealous of me, because now I'm the real man of steel. That was rather desperate.
Yikes.
You humiliated me, Superman. Took me in by the scruff of my neck like I was a kid. Now it's payback time.
Oh, yo, Lois. Let's go. You have ample time to throw the car. Or just grab Lane, that's fine.
You remember me. Good. I've been thinking about you a lot. Especially these last few months in prison.
Corbin, if you so much as...
Jesus, what the fuck?
Oh,
Damn.
I didn't feel anything.
See if you feel this.
Nope. What the fuck?
I can't even feel...
Bro just went full on in there.
What did they do to me?
Nice.
Are you all right?
Getting there. Sorry about your car.
Yeah, the insurance
Insurance,
company will
bro.
love this. At least you got him.
For now.
Well. Fuck.
I want those adjustments now!
What adjustments?
The ones Luthor told me about when I said I couldn't feel my hands. Those adjustments.
Well, the adjustments were yours to make.
Mine? You're telling me...
There'll always be a certain numbness, a lack of feeling, but you'll get used to it.
I don't want to get used to it!
Yeah.
Corbin, the operation gave you almost infinite strength. You can never get sick. You're invulnerable to injury. You'll never feel pain again.
And what about pleasure, huh?
Fair.
That was never part of the equation.
Find me a body. Change me back. I have to feel.
No, we can't. The transplant is permanent.
Yikes. Yeah, that definitely sucks. Obviously, a lot of risk-reward factor here.
It's all fake. A fraud! There's the reality. The metal behind the man. It's all I am now. It's who I am. Metallo.
Metallo, huh?
I'm sorry, Dr. Vale resigned. Lucky Stiff came into some money. He couldn't get out of here fast enough.
And I'll bet he didn't say where he was going.
How'd you guess? This was his office. You're welcome to look around.
Thanks. We shouldn't be long. There's gotta be a link to Corbin somewhere.
And then what? It's not going to stop his next rampage.
I don't care how tough he is. He's got to have a weakness, Lois.
You talk as if it's our job to stop him, Kent. After what I saw, I don't even think it's Superman's.
Fair.
What are these?
They call them sharp boxes. They're for used needles, razors.
Lovely.
And all mysteriously empty.
Well, what do you know? Parking validation.
Now there's a page 1 headline.
Kent, it's from LexCorp.
Oh dear.
It's so big, Mr. Luthor. I've never seen it.
Wow.
Like this.
Wow.
I've given the crew the day off, my dear. But the ship is fully automated. Shall we go for a short
Bro is such a fucking playboy. Getting with a girl every episode.
Rich and delicate.
Right, let's go.
Just melts in your mouth, doesn't it? You like my new look? I hope you do. Because it's the last thing you'll ever see.
Is there a problem, John?
I can't taste anymore. I can't smell. Can't.
Well, she didn't deserve that. Come on.
Now it's your turn.
Can't
You
fuck.
didn't think I'd leave you like this, did you? I told you it was temporary.
Liar! The doctor can't do anything for me.
Maybe not now, but someday. I've got people all over the world working on this. It'll take time, but what do you care? You're practically immortal. So go ahead, kill me if you want to. But what then?
Shit.
You don't know how this feels.
Yep, he's got you in check, my guy. Kill him and you've lost any chance.
I've got to get you out of here.
That girl, though, is
I've
she?
got a lab off the coast where we can
She
repair
okay?
your skin, but don't forget, you still owe me Superman.
Patience, Luthor. It's something we're both going to need.
Maybe not.
Indeed, I'm not a very patient bloke.
Where's Corbin, Luthor?
Who?
I know about Dr. Vale. It's just a matter of time before the police find him.
And what makes you think there's any of him left to find?
Love it.
Allow me to introduce my recreation director.
I'm ready for that rematch.
We have to talk, Corbin.
Come closer. I can't hear you.
Yikes. I mean, you gotta be careful, Luthor. They take out the ship and you're basically
Listen to me,
fucked.
Corbin. You're being duped. Luthor's the one who set you up.
Jesus Christ, a beam of kryptonite? That's broken.
Focus it like that, did you?
Did not know that. That is insane.
Finish him now.
Preferably without the ship going down with him.
Some enemy.
Luthor's your enemy. He did this to you.
Yes, he saved me from that virus. Otherwise, I'd be dead by now.
Here's your virus.
What's this?
The doctor put it in your food.
Oh.
How else do you think you got such a rare disease?
Oh. Oh.
But why would he...
Luthor.
You need a puppet.
Told him
Oh. Fuck. And he's looking kind of guilty.
He's delirious.
I'm not so sure of that. I'll be right back.
Indeed.
Don't be a fool, Corbin. Don't you see he's trying to turn us against each other to save his own skin? Who knows what's in that vial?
He's got a valid
Why
point.
don't we test it?
Corbin, no.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Can he actually... Is that it? Did he poison him? Like, he didn't outright drink it, but it got in his lips. Oh, great.
Come on, Luthor. Drink up. It did wonders for me.
And there we go. The ship is out, baby.
Help! Help! I can't float!
Bon voyage.
Damn. I mean, you don't need to breathe either, so I mean, that's a benefit. And that's karma. Bro, you would not outrun a shark for even a moment.
You'll excuse me if I don't see you home.
You'll never pin this on me. The virus is destroyed and Corbin's lost at sea. And even if you found him, there'd still be that kryptonite to worry about.
I don't think I'm the one who should be worrying.
Yeah. If he ever comes back, you're on his #1 shit list. It's not a threat right now, and maybe not for many, many years, but you'll always live in that paranoia, bro. Oh my god, he can literally just walk on water. Beautiful. Actually beautiful. Ba-ba-bum. Do-do-do, Jesus Christ, though, that was crazy. So definitely the most extreme act that Lex has taken so far, honestly. Let's see here. Okay. I was just looking up his name again because I didn't quite remember what it was, but Metallo. Interesting. So yeah, like I said, most desperate act, I guess, that Lex Luthor has taken thus far to get rid of Superman. Surprisingly, the Kryptonite came back right away, which I was not expecting. You know, I kind of feel like we were teasing that for like a little later down the line of him finding another chunk of Kryptonite, but, you know, I believe it is a bit of a meme in Superman that everyone has Kryptonite pretty much ever because, you know, they wrote the hero to be too damn strong, and so the only way anyone's ever going to have a chance is Kryptonite. But, no. interesting stuff. Like I said, this is kind of an interesting case, right? Because not necessarily right now is Metallo an enemy of Superman. No doubt he wants Superman gone, but he's not really on his #1 hit list at the moment, which is very interesting. You know, it's now Luthor that's the prey of Metallo, and as we've seen, you know, he is going to come back. So I'm really curious what the actual situation's going to be there, right? Because, yeah, like, there is no viable solution in this episode for Superman to actually beat Metallo or Corbin, you know? He does still have the Kryptonite, it's still very much in check, and it's one of those cases now where it's like, bloody enemies like the Scarecrow from Batman, where it's like, you know, Luthor now could be in a case of paranoia to where, you know, he doesn't know when it's coming, but it is coming, you know, like, Metallo at the very least ended this episode knowing that his betrayal was legitimate. You know, he knows that all of this happened through Luthor's own direct actions, and because of that, he's the priority target. And, you know, like I said, it could take months, it could take weeks, it could take years, you know, in terms of, like, showtime or whatever. But eventually, Metallo is going to come back, and he is going to go after Luthor. So I'm really curious what that's actually going to mean when it does happen, you know. Is we're going to say Luthor's been in paranoia ever since? Like, what's the actual, what's the situation there? It's going to be very interesting to find out. But no, interesting episode, like I said. It is interesting we went into the whole risk versus reward factor in this episode. For Corbin, you know, like, yes, every kind of disadvantage, you know, disease, injury, just pain in general is, you know, no longer a risk, but pleasure as well, you know, food, smell, sight, you know, well, sight's fine, but, you know, sexual pleasure, you know, desire, like that, urges, it's all gone. Can't even force himself on Lois Lane anymore and be, you know, feel good about it. It's just kind of shitty, which obviously goes into the issue of being a cyborg anyway. But I'm really interested they went into those actual issues with the potential of being a cyborg. Very interesting. Reminds me a bit of Electro from the Spectacular series, where, you know, he has the power of all electricity, but it's not what he wants. He can't even touch people anymore, you know, he's so fucked up, which, you know, very interesting stuff right there. I'm curious if that's going to be a continuing theme with Metallo, a reason for him to try and get a organic body back in some way, shape, or form, where, you know, he's got his priorities, he's got enemies to take out with his new indestructible body, but he still craves the feeling of being human again. He still craves the sensations that come, you know, with a nerve system, and I'm really curious what's going to happen with that. But, like I said, that was a very interesting one. Got some nice continuity here with the original villain, or I guess just Lackey in the three-parter, coming back, which is pretty fun. Again, we all know that basically 99% of the villains will come back in this show, like the Toyman's still out there and whatnot. But even then, it's cool that we actually got it so soon, and I'm really curious if we'll get a instance of another, like, since the 6S duo, will we have enough villains to actually combine into one united force against Superman? If you had Metallo in there, I don't think Lex Luthor could be a part of that, but we'd see. But no, that was fun. That was fun. Like I said, obviously we'll see Metallo back someday, and I'm really curious just what's going to happen with that when it does happen. Maybe even Luthor and Superman might have to team up for the first time. Might be expecting a little too much there, but you never know. So guys, that's going to do it for this set of Superman. Interesting stuff. And yeah, hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.